There you go.
All righty.
I won't talk because they can hear me.
Okay. Hey, Sandy, how you doing? Happy Halloween to you. Hopefully we'll have a few more people in here, but we've got Sandy, so at least we got one person in here. Sandy, can you hear me all right? I had to put a helmet on because we got Jerry on, and we're liable to have a rocky ride with Jerry. I got geese flying over now, too. Okay. All right. I was fixing to type, Sandy, see if you could hear me. So everything is good. We're just waiting for the room to populate a little bit. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? If not, we'll have fun. Sorry about the shake and stretch he's getting in here between me and the computer. He wants me to scratch on him like I don't have another job. Hey, Dutch, how you doing? You hear me, but you don't see me? Huh. Well, you got me on that. I don't know, Dutch. Hey, Ken, how you doing? We're interviewing Jerry tonight, and Jerry.
Hey, Ken, how you
doing? Jerry's got a channel. He does. He's a master woodworker, and he does a lot of model train stuff. Appreciate that, Ken. We're interviewing Jerry tonight, and all right, we've got a few in here. Well, we're going to bring Jerry up, and we're going to find out about Jerry. Hey, Jerry, pronounce your last name for us because I will slay it.
Sateriale.
Sateriale. Okay. Yep. And you're from?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. All right, I got to ask, have you ever got a ticket up there? Because I've always heard they're notorious for ticketing up there.
Yeah, I've got a few tickets.
Have you? Oh, I have too.
So I see you now. Earlier, I couldn't see you.
Oh, really? Okay. Hey, I'm getting that of reverb on you again, or whatever it is.
Okay. I just stopped those. I had my phone check in the stream to make sure it was okay. How's it? Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. Dutch, Sandy. Who else is here? That's it, right?
Y'all show everybody some love on here. Now, Jerry, how long you been on YouTube?
2008.
2008?
Yeah, 2008 or 7, something like that. One of those two. It's just I started out with a couple woodworking videos, and not really many, but just a few. And I would do them periodically, like every couple months or half a year. I was really watching videos more than participating and making videos at the time. Wasn't until probably 2000, I don't know, 14, 15, something like that I started doing more videos and more videos.
Yeah.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, it goes back and forth between that reverb and you're plain as day.
Right, it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably my connection. That.
So it could be my end. It could be, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. If only I knew all this stuff was coming, I should have studied harder.
Me too. It's all right.
Now, tell us about your channel of I know you give a lot of good woodworking hints and all, but a lot of your stuff is toward the train genre.
Yeah, so at first, when I first started my channel, I did woodworking, and then slowly, I always was into trains, rail fanning trains, model trains. So slowly, I just started putting some train videos out, and just one thing led to another. It turned into more train videos than woodworking videos. I still put woodworking videos out, but not nearly as many as train videos. But now I have another woodworking channel that's just woodworking. And I slowly put some of the videos on this channel, on that channel.
Uh
And
huh.
I make new videos every once in a while for that channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how did you get into the woodworking? Was it a family thing, or how did that come about?
Always liked woodworking. I guess I was like 14 or 15. My grandfather was a carpenter, but it was he never. I mean, he helped me do things when I asked him to do things, um, but it wasn't like I went to go see him work or anything. He worked in the city, and he was a framer, timber framer, and he framed the subway tunnels in the city. So it wasn't like I got to see him work, but I just fell in love with wood when I was like 14 years old. And,
Yeah.
one thing led to another, and just doing like helping friends home renovate when I was like in my late teens, early 20s. And then, just doing this and doing that, and just led to where I'm at now.
Yeah, because you got a lot of skills. My granddaddy, he was a carpenter too. He was a master carpenter,
Right.
and some of the stuff he made, it was just for what he had to work with back then. Matter of fact, I've
Yeah.
got his saw. My uncle gave me my granddaddy's saw,
Yeah.
and I've got it in my shop. I don't even know if I've plugged it in, but he did a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Those guys and my grandfather, they were carpenters. They were masters. I'm just a woodworker. I mean, because there's so many tools out there that help you do things better now that you didn't have back then. That you needed those skills to build things. That now you do machines. You have machines that do them. So
Yeah,
I just consider
exactly.
myself a woodworker.
Yeah, I was doing a little project out in my shop, and I wanted to do a particular thing to a handle I was making. So I
Right?
had to think, about half a day before I finally figured out how I was going to do it, and it actually
Yeah.
turned out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
have to think too sometimes. Sometimes I don't have a machine to do it, or um, whatever, or I've never done a process before. I got to think just like you. It's no different. I may have a tool that you don't. You may have a tool that I don't. And
yeah,
everybody does things different, right? There's probably 5 different ways, 10 different ways to make what you made. Who knows? Even more, maybe. Everybody's got their way,
oh yeah, yeah, most definitely,
but you got it done.
yeah. Now you do a lot of historical stuff.
Yeah, I like history. Right here where I live, so I'm kind of surrounded by obviously Philadelphia history, but Civil War history, Revolutionary War history. I'm not like proficient in it. I enjoy it. I like it. It's around me, so I kind of like check it out every once in a while.
Yeah.
I
Hey
enjoy
Jerry,
it.
we've got that sound thing. It's kind of like it's coming in waves for whatever reason. I don't know.
I don't know what would cause it. Is it like when I get close, or is it when I get far away?
Huh.
Does everybody else hear it too?
Yeah. Hey, Sandy, are y'all hearing Jerry pretty good, or is the sound is it coming in and out differently? I'm out here on my porch, and my hotspot's right there at me, but it's showing I don't have a good signal. Let's keep on going, Jerry. We'll make it work.
I mean, sometimes the good signal isn't. Sometimes it works. I even get that sometimes here.
Yeah, yeah. Now
So
you do
Sandy
some
doesn't
model
hear it.
train layouts.
Yeah, I do. I have a little model scale, train layout, and that's kind of like in the beginning stages of being done. I don't work on it that much when I have time or feel like it, or
Yeah.
I
Oh, Jerry,
enjoy
I
it though.
forgot. Uh,
But you forgot. Oh, you forgot to plug in. I think getting that death circle. He must have bumped something. He'll be back. How y'all doing out there? How's your Halloween going? He'll be back. Does anybody get trick or treaters where you're at? We don't get any here. Used to, but not anymore.
all
Here
right.
he
I
is.
got I got kicked out of my own stream, and I don't know what I did
No, I had
wrong.
your stream. That's
Oh,
the
I
one
forgot.
thing. That's the one thing about this StreamYards is uh, if you bump out and your stream still goes because you never ended it, so you can
Yeah.
probably jump back in like you did, but it would keep going.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Square Table Degenerates. Thanks for
That's a,
stopping by.
that's a good name.
I'm working on treaters. Oh, you get that's yes, no, that's how. Hey, Gary, I got to take your temperature. I'm sorry about that.
All right, man. Go ahead. Hold
All
on.
right, you ready? Watch your eyes so I don't hit you in the eyes. You ready?
Come on, Mr. Farmer. There you go. How
All
is it?
right. All right. Wait a minute. I'm
Come
trying
on.
to
I
get on
can't
your
stay here
forehead.
too long.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're good.
We got. Am I okay?
98.4.
Ah, that's good. I was sweating for a minute there.
All right. Well, you're good. Thank you. You get
Sandy,
trick or
wait.
treaters at your place, Jerry?
No, that's what we were talking about when you were gone. No, I don't get any at all. Sandy gets some. She waits. She's waiting on them. I don't get
Yeah.
any. I really don't even see kids out around here anymore, and I don't even see like Mischief Night was big. I don't even see Mischief Night anymore. I don't know if the
Yeah.
kids just don't know about it, or did y'all have Mischief Night where you were from?
Well, I stay out in the
Sort of.
country. The whole time I've been here, there's only been two trick or treaters, and they were friends of my sister's come by the house. And I don't know if we had any candy to give them. My mama just didn't buy stuff like that. So
Right.
we may give them a couple canned goods or something. And
So, did you like your story that you shared today with your pumpkin story? Was that a
huh.
Mischief Night story? Was
Is that
that
what
like
now?
Mischief Night, like the night before Halloween when you go out doing pranks and stuff to people?
See, I didn't know anything about a mischief night until
Yeah,
uh, I, that was in the last year. I never knew about that. But I
okay.
guess that would be considered because we'd go out,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
really wouldn't do any vandalism or anything
No,
bad.
yeah.
And we just set out those pumpkins, and the janitors have to clean them up. Most time it was cat and mouse because the cops were wanting to catch us, and we were trying to avoid them. So it was a
Go
lot
to
of
jail for
fun.
stealing pumpkins.
Yeah,
That's funny. That was a good story.
yeah, and I was trying to think who all was on the back of the truck. For the life of me, I only knew I was up in the front of the truck, and I only knew us three up there. And as far as everybody else goes, I don't know who was, on the back of the truck. There were some classmates, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, that's funny. Sandy says she don't want to be that house with no candy. Can you see chat, Mr. Farmer?
It ain't moving really. Last I see is Sandy was waiting on trick or treaters, and she says WHEW, and that's it.
So it'll move in a second or so. Maybe your internet's slow. There you go again. Your internet must be really slow. Must be like touchy where you're at. He'll be back. There he goes.
Okay. None yet. I don't want to be that house with no candy. Yeah, you don't ever want to be that house. Some of them kids can get mean.
Sometimes you are that house. That's all right.
Yeah.
What kind of candy you got, Sandy? Got anything
She's
good? Reese's cups are my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. She's probably got the good stuff.
Yeah,
When I was trick or treating, man, we'd have to run through like a whole neighborhood to get half a piece of peppermint candy. I mean, they just didn't give you candy like they do now.
really.
My kids were little. We'd get calls wanting them to come by a particular house. We had a lot of widow ladies too that we knew.
Right.
And man, they give them like a bag of candy a piece. I'm like, good gosh, where were y'all at when I was trick or treating?
So when you were little, where did you trick or treat at? In town?
We'd go to town, and I
Okay.
had some friends.
There he goes again. You got the good stuff, Snickers and Milky Ways and Kit Kats. That's good stuff there. Well, I hope you get some trick or treaters. You keep popping in and out. I don't know. It must be your connection.
Yeah,
Is Stretchy getting in the way there?
nah, he was wanting me to pet him, but he's gone now, and now I've lost you on the screen. Can you see me at this point?
I see you.
Your
I'm
sound
guessing.
improved.
I'm guessing everybody else sees us. I don't know. I don't want to eat it all by my. Yeah, that's the worst part. You get all this candy and nobody comes, and then you're stuck with this candy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the horrible part. You might as well just go out and throw it on the lawn.
All right. Hey, Jerry, I'm gonna remove you and bring you back.
Okay, is that better for you?
Now it's still buffering.
Yeah, I think you're buffering. I think it's your internet, probably.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're out there in the country, Mr. Farmer.
Yeah. I'm sorry about this, Jerry.
That's okay.
And
Good
I
thing
see
there's
you.
not many people here.
Yeah, I see you in the small screen, but you're not on the big screen.
Oh, you see me down below, but you don't
Yeah.
see me up here.
No.
Okay. Well, does everybody else see me up there? Jerry comes in great. Frugal Farmer, you are
You're a wonky.
wonky.
Are you talking
he's,
about that as I'm a wonky type person?
he's always wonky, Sandy. You know him.
Well, if you're still up there, Jerry, we'll carry on.
Carry on until we blow up, Mr. Farmer.
Yeah. You're both side by side.
Both
All
side by
right. Thank
side.
you,
Maybe
Sandy.
maybe your computer's slow and it's kind of working out there in the internet world. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
Who
And
knows? It's frustrating though, isn't it?
yeah, it is because some nights it does good, and then
Right.
I was interviewing Jared King one night, and I didn't go live, and he and I sat and talked for about 40 minutes before I realized we weren't live.
That's funny. I did that last night in my live stream. I'm sitting here talking and talking, and I forgot to hit the live, go live button. And I was like, geez, man. But yeah, it's funny. Hi, Mary. How are you? You're
Hey,
never
Mary,
late.
welcome to the chat. We're
Uh,
having technical difficulties, so hopefully y'all can bear with us. I apologize. It's all my fault, nothing on Jerry. But Jerry, tell us about this uh, train model you're doing. I know you've been working on it for a while. Is it a combination between cities in this landscape and country, or what is it?
no, it's just going to be mine. Is just going to be like an industrial park, like with just some buildings, businesses. It's all businesses, no houses. Just basically, an industrial park in a business area. You guys have
Uh-huh.
industrial parks where you're at, right? You know what I mean when I say industrial park?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So that's what it's basically. I'll have like a lumber yard, a couple other bakery, and things that like mean something to me. Like
yeah.
my father and grandfather were in the bakery business, so the bakery means something to me. Um,
Uh-huh.
my woodworking shop will be on there, a lumber yard, which is goes with me, and then I'm doing a railroad car restoration shop on there, which also goes with what I like to do too. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and a couple other little things, but basically that'll be the crux of my little layout. No home, no town. Um, the park will have a name or something, and some trees, and just like a work atmosphere type of a little area that I can run
Uh-huh.
trains at and move some cars around. And that's basically it.
Oh man, I'll be glad when we get through with that so we can see it.
Yeah,
Now,
I can't wait either. Here you go again. It'll be fun. Amsterdam train hub is smack in the middle of an industrial area. Great stream. Got stranded there once. Wow. How was that, Sandy? Hello, Lone Star Pioneering. Mr. Farmer's having some problems. I guess his internet keeps going in and out. Maybe it's the trick or treaters are messing with him. Here he is, too. There's a second one.
all right.
Holy cow. Yep.
All right.
There you
All
go.
right, you're back on screen.
I thought
Now,
we had two of you.
you said your dad and your granddad were in a bakery. What kind of bakery was it?
Italian bread bakery.
Oh, like breads and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
bread. Yeah, bread rolls, things like that. Italian bread.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
normally, like where I'm from, if you say bakery, the majority of it you're thinking about is sweets.
Sweets, cakes. Yeah, I mean, they had donuts and things like that. And, this was like pre me. So I don't know everything that was in there. But
Uh
donuts, things like that. Nothing more bread based, but with some sweets, not just a cake bakery.
huh. We had a bakery where I'm from, and we used to very rarely. It was a treat to get donuts from there, and they were glazed. And man,
Yeah.
that glazed, man, it could put you in like a young in an orbit or set them on fire. They'd spontaneous combust just about. Man, you talk about something good. Those are some good donuts.
Yeah, I bet. It's nothing like good fresh donuts, right?
Oh gosh, that's like with Krispy Kreme when they've got the
Yeah.
light on.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Christmas. Yeah, that's the only time that I'm not a big donut person. I don't really like sweets, pretty much. Hard to believe, but um, yeah, I'm not a big donut person, but they're great when
Yeah.
they're hot. I like cake donuts more than um, like the fried doughy donut. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I go in spells on sweets. I'll crave something, and like
right.
I may want donuts tomorrow, and I'll eat a few donuts, and I'm good for a year or 6 months.
Sandy wants to know if I can bake. Yeah, Pillsbury rolls. I I like to cook. I do cook. I cook some
Uh,
meatloaf tonight. I like to cook. Bake. Mm, I never really. My mom baked a lot. I never really tried baking. I mean, I never because I'm not like I don't care for cake much. Only chocolate cake, so it wasn't something that I made for myself. So I didn't really care about baking, but I like
yeah,
food, so I cook food. So I do like cooking. I enjoy cooking. Cooking's fun.
yeah. Now I'll cook stuff like peach cobbler or uh, like a blackberry cobbler, stuff like that.
Right. So it's funny you brought that up. I know somewhere in my house now I have from my mom. She used to have this. Um, it was like a clamshell, right? And it had long handles on it, and you would put bread in it, and she used to put like a slice of bread and some like apples or some peaches, and then put a piece of bread on top of it, and this thing would close up, and you would like make this single like little tart on the stove over the fire. Have you ever seen something like that? There you go, Mr. Farmer. I wait for you to come back. Have you all ever seen anything like that? Sandy, you love to bake. Have you seen something like that? They're pretty cool. I know I got it somewhere. That thing brings back a lot of memories. But they were so good.
Yeah, yeah, I will tell you stuff like that. My grandma, she was from South Carolina, and in their area, those ladies and some of her kinfolk, they made a particular type peach cobbler, and
Right.
it had a lot of dough in it, and it even
Yeah.
had pits in it. But you
Pits.
talk about something good, yeah, the pits from the peaches,
Really? Yeah.
yeah. And but
That's funny.
gosh, man, I
Yeah.
could drink those.
Yeah. Now my grandmother on my father's side, she was a baker. She loved to bake, man. She baked all day long, man. Cookies, pies, cakes. She was. I mean, growing up, I liked that stuff. Later on, I guess I lost my sweet tooth, you know.
Uh,
But she was a baker. She loved to bake, man. And gosh, come Christmas time, she would go into production mode. It seemed like, when you're like 10 or 11 years old and you see piles and mounds of cookies everywhere, you think you're like at the Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because stuff like that. See, a lot of my sweets were like apples. My mom would buy stuff like that, but just for regular sweets and stuff,
right,
we just didn't get a lot of it as kids. You
right,
know, and it just for whatever reason. Now we go to my grandma's and she'd have pound cakes and
right. Yeah,
peach cobbler.
yeah.
And Sandy likes dried apple hand pies. That sounds good.
What? Man, you need to make them, Sandy. I need to see what they look like. They do sound good. Never heard of them. Have you,
Yeah.
Mr. Farmer? There he goes again. No, I've never heard of them. I bet they're good though. Do you, Sandy? I know watching your channel, you like to bake. Do you like to cook too?
Do I like to cook?
I know you like to cook. I was asking Sandy if she likes to cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's got a lot of videos out of
I know
her
she
cooking
does.
stuff.
I
Where's
enjoy her
Smoking
videos.
Joe?
Hey, Smoking Joe, how are you? Lone Star Pioneering came in, snuck in.
Yeah, hello, Lone Star. And sorry I'm missing, but I'm trying to keep this stream going. I don't know what's going on with my computer. And I guess I should have put a clothes hanger and some foil on my rabbit ears I'm using to get
Maybe
signal.
you got to move around a little bit. Hold
Yeah,
it just right. Get stretchy to hold it just right.
yeah. Did y'all ever have to do that when you were little? Put tinfoil on the rabbit ears?
I remember doing that, moving the rabbit ears just right, and the channel would come in better. And if you touched it, it came in better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing those crazy things.
Yeah, I had some friends. Their antenna was on the outside, and a lot of times they'd hear me jump on the porch, and they'd holler out the windows and say, "Hey, move the antenna." And
Really? That's
we,
funny.
we we had different areas, and we knew which way to go, and they tell me which way to go with it, and I go, "All right, that's it. Come on in." So,
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Apple strudel is nice. Yeah, apple strudel is good too.
everybody, show everybody else some love in here, and check out Jerry's channel. He's like I said, he's got the train stuff. He's a what do you call it? Train watching, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, rail fanning. We call it rail fanning, where you just go out, watch trains, video trains, take photographs of trains, go places and ride trains, excursion rides, things like that.
Uh huh.
There's a lot of people that do it. I mean, it's not like a little tiny hobby. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
big. I mean, a lot of people do. There's a lot of channels of it here, like anything else. There's a lot of channels on everything here.
Oh
That's,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something you don't see much. But if you see some nuthead out there by the train tracks taking photographs, now you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, I did that when I was real little. We had nerve gas trains come through, and there's a train track a little over a mile from my house, and they were coming through there. And my dad carried me there so we could see the trains go by.
Right.
Why? I don't know, but wasn't a lot of excitement going on around here back in the
Yeah.
day either.
Yeah, I guess it's, something, it's like when the circus train would come into town. The
Yeah,
circus train would used to come into town here, and you went out and we'll wait for him to come back to tell the story. Must be his internet. Excursion ride in Oregon that I want to go on. Oregon's a pretty state. There's a lot of train rides out there. Nancy, you live in West Virginia? Is that right? Or not Nancy, Sandy. I'm sorry. So I was telling you there, Mr. Farmer.
I'm sorry, Jerry. The sound's doing something funny again.
It must be your internet.
It's got to be. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no doubt about that because I'm getting
Yeah,
bumped out of my own stream,
yeah,
and
that's funny. Um, I forget what I was talking about now. That's how fast I forget things.
yeah. Yeah, every time I hear, because every once in a while, I was hoping the train whistle would
Oh yeah,
go, go tonight where you might could hear it while you're on here. But yeah, every time I hear a train whistle, I think about you and your channel.
yeah. And every time I watch your channel, I hear that train whistle. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how low it is. I hear it. My ear is tuned to that train whistle. It could be
yeah,
like really faint in the background, but I hear it. Yeah.
yeah. It's got where well, the people that live up there, they're up there so close because it's a where they change tracks and all. One train will
Okay.
go by and let the other one go, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
A lot of those people sleep through it. They say they don't even hear it anymore if they've been up
I
there for
bet.
any amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess over the amount of time I live by the airport, so I don't hear the planes and the jets, but I'm sure somebody would if they weren't accustomed to it.
Uh,
But I don't think I'd like to live right next to railroad tracks by a railroad crossing where the train blows the whistle all the time.
yeah, yeah.
I'd
They're
be
pretty
okay
good
if
up.
uh,
They're pretty good up there. They're I guess they realize those houses right there. They're pretty polite, and
oh, that's nice.
we've been around these tracks so much. That would used to be a. We figured it was safer for us to walk the tracks home from school, and so we'd go at the tracks, and we'd walk the tracks home at night. We might be for basketball practice, and never wanted a ride home. We'd walk, and it's probably at least 8 miles, and
Wow.
by tracks, it's at least that. But we'd walk and we'd jog a little bit, and there'd be a couple, three friends of mine, and we'd drop off. Well, I was the last one, so I'd kind of save my energy. Well, I'd say, well, let's walk up to the next house that way, because it was dark, and I was going to run fast to make sure that got me getting back
But,
to the house.
but you never hopped the train, huh?
No, thought about it one time, and
Yeah.
I made plans that direction, and everything fell apart. And I'm kind of glad it did because for our stupidity, we thought we could jump the train and go about a half hour and then jump another train back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It don't
ended
work
up,
that way.
no, no,
Yeah.
ended up the guy I was supposed to jump the track with.
Oop, there he goes again. My friends just came back from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. It's a beautiful area out there. So
Yeah,
you used to
yeah,
you were
we had
going to jump the
planned
train? God.
on, on jumping train, Jerry, and it just fell apart. Well, it was some weeks later, and we did not know that these guys were planning the same thing we were. They jumped on. I think there was more spontaneous. We had go plan lunch and all that to have, where we, have something to eat.
Yeah, you were
They
smart.
they jumped on a train and they went from where we are to Charlotte, which is about 3 hours and something.
Wow.
Well, ended up some of the they got into a yard up there and they got caught up there. Well, they had to call their parents. Their parents had to go up there and get them. I know that was I didn't know well enough to find out the whole story, but You
I
know,
bet you that didn't go good.
oh, man, we dodged a bullet on that one.
Could you imagine if you had to call your dad to come and get you from Charlotte?
Oh gosh. Oh, yeah.
He he'd tan your hide good.
Well, it'd be my mom in there talking the whole time back. And then I'd get home, and then my dad would take that big catcher's mitt hand of his and tear my skinny tail up.
Oh yeah, I never hopped the train, so it never even crossed my mind as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. We thought about it, just that's just
Yeah,
we weren't doing nothing else, and but there was a place we used to fish on the train track, and actually I didn't know it, but we were trespassing on train property by fishing at that trestle. But them
yeah,
guys, they'd stop sometimes there and see us, and they never did tell us we couldn't be there or anything.
yeah.
Never. Of course, we didn't do anything to vandalize anything. All we were doing back there was fishing. So,
Fishing, yeah, they knew. They knew what you were doing, and it was no big deal back then. Things are different now.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
most definitely.
it's a different world we're living in.
Gosh, you got that right. Huh.
Yeah, yeah. You talk about a lot in your videos and stuff. Went food shopping. Went to the dollar store. Spent $20 and really didn't buy much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, man. You talking about your dad and your granddaddy baked bread?
yeah,
Okay, I'm like a bread fanatic. I love garlic
yeah,
bread and with a
yeah.
little bit of hot pepper on it. Well, I buy this particular loaf, and these loaves have always been $1.50. I bought some last week for $1.50 a loaf. It's a nice size loaf too. And what I'll do, I'll split it in like.
Poor Mr. Farmer.
Sorry about that, Jerry.
This isn't Mr. Farmer. That's Mr. Farmer. This
Yeah.
guy over here.
And
Hi, Susan.
hey, Susan. And I paid $1.50 a loaf for this bread for a long time. It is $1.79 now.
Yeah,
29% increase. I don't know what that is percentage wise, but that's almost 30 cents.
20%,
Yeah,
25%. Yeah,
yeah. That at least be
yeah,
20% increase.
yeah. About 17 cents would be 10%. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
so
I'm
yeah,
like, man,
yeah. Things that you can make, you got to make yourself nowadays. You know,
yeah, yeah,
or grow, or you know,
yeah. That's because I planted a winter garden, collards and cabbage, and I planted my garlic yesterday. I don't ever plant on Sunday, but I got all my garlic in the ground, so I have garlic too.
that's good. Hopefully, you'll have a lot of vegetables over the winter.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so. And between that and uh, what meat I got in the freezer. My freezers are full right now, so I'm blessed in that regard. Bought it back when meat was cheap, and I'm cooking up a lot of that. But me by myself is just hard to cook. Just for one person. So
Smoking Joe's taking off. Have a good night, Smoking Joe. Thanks for stopping.
we're losing somebody.
Yeah, Smoking Joe's got to go.
Smoking. Thanks for stopping by, hon.
And everybody says you need a bread maker.
A bread maker.
Yeah.
I've got one. I just don't know how to use it.
Well, you need to
Gosh,
figure that out.
yeah, man. If I had a bread maker, I'd weigh about 800 pounds for sure.
Maybe, maybe not. You would at least you have good. At least you have good bread. You know what you're
Yeah,
putting in it. There's no preservatives in it. There's nothing wrong with good bread. There's nothing
yeah.
wrong with good wholesome foods.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
It's
right
the
about
stuff
that.
that they pput in it that's the bad part. You
Oh
know.
yeah,
I mean, my grandfather is Italian. He lived to be 92. And he ate
92.
pasta every day. So I mean, you know,
Now, are you Italian on both sides?
Both sides, yeah. My father and my mother. Yeah,
Uh, I around where I live at, when I grew up, all we had was black people, Native Americans, and white
right.
people.
Yeah,
And of course, we didn't have anybody else. So I'd go to Charlotte, not Charlotte, but Raleigh to visit my uncle.
right.
And one of their neighbors were Italians.
Uh-huh.
And I got to be friends with their son. And man, you talking about some good food? God, their mama could cook
Yeah,
some good food, and she always wanted you to eat. Well,
yeah,
a lot of times her and her husband would get in disagreements and they go to talking in Italian. Well, I figured somebody was going to get killed, so I'd leave immediately. I'd leave
that-
the plate on the table, and I just didn't do that. I got up and cleaned my plate and washed it, whatever. Man,
yeah.
I'd get out of that house. And finally, the daddy grabbed me one day. I was headed toward the door and he grabbed me. Mr. Phil, he said, where are you going? I said, back up. He said, why are you leaving so quick? I said, y'all scare me. And he said, why? I said, I think y'all are going to kill each other. So,
Nah,
but they were good people. They'd get there, get real animated, and loved them to death. Gosh, they were
yeah,
good people.
yeah. There's a lot of good people in all
Uh,
cultures.
oh yeah, but that we just and until here recently, not too recently, but it's been we've got Hispanics. Well, I went to Catholic church, so we had Italian people and Lebanese people later on there,
Oh,
and
really?
there was a big influx back.
Here goes again. Yeah, Mr. Farmer, he does look young. All this time, you never knew what he looked like, and now you know what he looks like. Somewhat. It's got that mask on, so it's like the masked man.
Yeah, but there was a big influx of Lebanese Christians into the United States back before I was born, and a lot of them,
Real,
majority of them were Catholic.
yeah, we have a bunch of them here. That's funny that you got some down there.
Yeah, real nice people. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
the one lady, she just died. She was 101 years old. She was born in the United States, but left
right.
when she was like 2 years old and was raised up in Lebanon and came back to the United States later on. And but just good. Matter of fact, it's been within the last 2 weeks she died.
Wow. Yeah, yeah,
I
they're
look,
good people.
I look so young. Gosh,
That's what she says. I don't know what
I
she thought you
wish.
were, like 102.
Hey, I appreciate everybody stopping by and sticking with this haphazard live stream I got going on. Stretchy does not want to pedal the bicycle to keep power on, I think is part of the problem. So,
Susan, I don't think he's going to take that mask off.
oh no, y'all get sick, man.
See,
So,
I mean, listen, it took a long time for him to even be there, right? You all know that. So sooner or later, he'll take that mask off and he'll take that helmet off and he'll let the world know what he looks like
yeah,
sooner or
yeah.
later.
I imagine y'all have had supper. Y'all don't want to see this face and then lose your supper.
That's not true, Mr. Farmer. They're not here
Uh,
because they like the way you look.
uh, now, were you born and raised in Philadelphia?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yep.
Okay, that's
Yes.
I've been through Pennsylvania, but not really so I can remember. No big city.
I think he is a secret celebrity, Susan. He's probably somebody. He could be Elvis, and he doesn't want nobody to know. I don't know. Let him read some chat. Yep.
Okay. He's too handsome for us to have. Oh me.
Susan
If I
thinks you're a secret celebrity.
uh I might show my face if I can ever get the funeral home. Normally they have sales on toupees and dentures. If I can ever get them to do a
I don't know, Mr.
combination.
Farmer. I see that you got more hair than me, buddy. I can tell you that much. I see the hair
Uh,
coming out from under that helmet.
but is that a toupee or not, though?
I don't know, but you got more of whatever it is than I do.
I
I
might be
ain't
doing
got much up there.
I might be doing a comb around with my nose hair, or ear hair. You never know.
It could be, but I doubt it's that much.
Never know.
Ain't that? Susan says you're better looking than Elvis.
Good. Oh, me. Well, Jerry, I'm going to wind this interview down. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's still something's not going on my end, and I apologize about that. And
That's
I
okay.
appreciate you giving me your time, man.
Oh, I appreciate you having me on. It was fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you and your subscribers. It was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming on, letting us talk and find out about your channel. Y'all show Jerry's channel some love. He's got a lot of stuff on there, and he's got a second channel too. And I'll find out the link to that, and I'll have it down in the comment section on this video. Hey, Jerry, how about emailing me that other link if you get a
I
chance,
will,
will you?
but also once this goes and you get comments, I'll comment in the
Okay, yeah,
comment
just put it
section.
down there and I'll pin it.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
And I appreciate it. And, hey, I
I
appreciate you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate your patience and putting up with this. And
Oh,
Stretchy,
anytime. It was
I
it
don't know
was
why you don't want to pedal that bicycle, but
it wasn't that bad.
yeah. Hey, well, thank y'all for stopping by and bearing with us and being with us. And I'll hopefully be doing another interview if I can get this situation squared away next Sunday night, 7
Yeah, I look
o'clock.
forward to seeing the people that you have on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody. Thank y'all for
Happy
stopping by.
Halloween. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you, Jerry.
See ya.